Hello everyone, welcome back to Space Quest 1 and to the Deltar. Okay, so we last left off here in the room just to the left of the star generator. So the star generator that we're looking for is behind this door here, but it's being guarded by a guard first of all, and secondly, even if you weren't there, well, what are we going to do about it? So let's carry on. We've seen most of the ship already, but I need to go left from here. I haven't gone left from here yet. And by the way, thank you to the person who reminded me, as somebody mentioned in the previous video, don't forget to kiss one of these Sarians who are standing around. So you see these guys just kind of, he doesn't understand guy, look man. I mean, he's not a... He's a Sarian, not really a man. He's not a human, technically, but the game understands man. So when you're playing the game, don't forget to try to kiss one of them. Not because it achieves anything, but because you do get 1 point for it. As you pucker up your lips and lean close, you suddenly remember what your mother taught you about Sarians. In a rare moment of wisdom, you decide not to get anything started you're unwilling to finish. Yeah. So this is not one of those games where you can just go around kissing everyone and getting funny messages for it, but you do get a message for that, and more importantly, you get 1 point for it. I say more importantly, but I mean, are points really important? Is there a point to the points? Perhaps not. I mean, technically, you know, when all is said and done, the point of life is not how many points you got, but how much fun you had, right? How much, well, no, points are important. The point of life is points. At least partly. Oh yeah. I do appreciate, by the way, that if you say look around here, it actually does give you a different message from when you're down there. It's the same screen, but it does consider that you're actually, you're up top. So it says you're walking on an elevated walkway, and you see, peering over the railing, you see the star generator instead of... So it actually gives you a different message from up here than from down there, which is, you know, not a big deal, but I consider it a nice touch. Ooh, what's this? This looks interesting. Rows of weapons on the wall tell you that you are in the Deltar's armory. There is a service droid behind the weapons issue counter. Ooh, this could get interesting. This could be our moment, folks. Armory. All right, let's see. So there's a service robot here, huh? Welcome to the weapons dispensary. I will assist you. Please supply me with your identification card. Okay. Fortunately, we got that... Oh, it actually says, if you say look card, it actually asks you which card. Look ID card? Yeah, fortunately we got this nice ID card, which shows that our name is Buxton Freem. So let's go ahead and give the ID card to the robot. Excuse me, I shall retrieve your weapon. Your rank allows you to bear 1 pulse ray unit. Remember, no firing in the ship. Have a nice day. Shift 6. Oh, I think on the PC it's F6, but the Apple IIgs didn't have F key, so it used Shift stuff instead. Okay, so Shift 6 fires the pulse ray. Let's take a quick look at that pulse ray. What does it look like? This small item is a pulse ray with a capital P. It delivers concentrated pulses of energy in the direction it is pointed. I guess that's why it's called a pulse ray, because it is a pulse that is a ray. Or actually, this itself is not a pulse ray. It's a pulse ray gun, a pulse ray emitter. All right, so Shift 6, you say. Let's try it. Shift 6. The droid explains that although he's not programmed for death, he considers it extremely rude to fire your weapon indoors. He cautions you against doing so again. What happens if we do so again? He did warn you. All right. I thought he's not programmed for death. I think if he kills you, that means that he is programmed for death. All right, anyway, let's see. So let's go ahead and restore the game. So we want to get a gun, right? But what are these things here on the counter? I see 2 little things on the counter there. There are 2 gas grenades sitting on the right side of the counter. Oh, that's nice. Let's get a grenade while we're at it. I am sorry. You may not possess that device. That will be punishable by death. Okay, can I try again? I warned you. Okay, so I guess this is a fairly straightforward puzzle. This is a fairly logical puzzle. The droid goes away to get your weapon. So while you're doing that, what you want to do is get the grenade. I mean, that's fairly easy to figure out, isn't it? Okay, this is a fairly reasonable puzzle, I'd say. All right, so he's getting the weapon. Quickly get grenade. Taken. There we go. Can we get the other one? Oh, you already have one. It doesn't let me take both grenades. Okay, yeah, so we have the pulse ray. Okay, so we got the pulse ray and the gas grenade. Let's take a quick look at that gas grenade. What does that look like? The smoke bomb. Okay, is it a smoke bomb or a gas grenade? I mean, technically, you could consider them synonyms since I guess smoke is sort of a gas, but anyway. It appears with the impact detonation variety, you don't want to be too close. You don't want to be too close to this thing when it discharges. Seems like they were getting close to the end of the game, and some of the quality control dropped off a little bit here, just a tad. Okay, so got grenade. Can I shoot the robot? I mean, last time I was facing away from him. Can I shoot the robot? No. Okay, so I guess the robot is impervious to shots like that. Okay. Got grenade. Well, this is nice because now we have a weapon and a grenade. So what happens if we, hold on, what happens if we throw the grenade? Obviously, this is not the smartest thing you've done today. You have once again demonstrated that a janitor's place is not in space. I said throw grenade. That wasn't a very powerful throw there, Roger. Okay, fine. We got the grenade. Let's get out of here. So maybe we can make some good use of this pulse ray. We can use this maybe to I mean, theoretically, we could use it in self-defense, but maybe we can also use it in self-offense. Oh, no. My, aren't you the clumsy one? Because of your inability to walk without falling on your face, your helmet is now riding the elevator without you. You've blown your cover. The Sarians are sure to shoot first and ask questions later. Okay, hold on. Can't I just go and get the helmet again? Like, can't I just walk into the elevator? Where's the helmet? It isn't here. If you wanted it, you should have held on to it. Well, you kind of took it away from me. How can it not be here? It went into the elevator. And even if it rode the elevator down, then it should be down here, which doesn't make sense because it's the same elevator. It's not like there's one room here and another room up here. It's the same room. It's just the room moves because it's an elevator. That's what elevators do. They move up and down. So if it's in the elevator, then it should be in the elevator. How can it not be there? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. All right. Well, lost helmet. All right. So now we will have to. Whoa. You've just been disintegrated by the Sarian's pulse ray. Perhaps this will teach you not to loiter about on the Deltar. You're supposed to have a little bit of time to react before they shoot you, but okay, I think the problem is the game's running just a touch too fast here. I'm going to need to slow down the speed. Will 2.8 megahertz do it? Let's try that. Let's see if that'll do. Let's see if that will suffice. If not, I will need to... I mean, hopefully it should work, because this is a realistic speed now. This is how fast it would actually run on a real 2GS set to fast, quote, fast, unquote, speed. Excuse me. Okay, let's try this again. Oh man, it takes forever just to load the screen. Oh, now it's that droid instead of a Sarian. If the robot droid could laugh, which it is not programmed to do, it would do so. Your pulse ray is only effective against living opponents. Okay, we can't shoot this thing. Can we walk past it? Before we didn't have any problem with it. It detected us as a Sarian, but now because we don't have the helmet... Okay, you've just been disintegrated by conflict with the robot droid. Okay, so yeah, so now that we have the helmet, we need to avoid those droids. Avoid the Noid. Or droid in this case. So it's random what you see. You can actually just kind of save scum this by just, just save your game on every screen and just, if you run into an enemy on the next screen, just load the game and try again. You can do that, but what I'm trying to do is get some points because you do get points for shooting a Sarian once, just the first time. So after the first time, it doesn't matter too much, but at least once you want to do that because I think you get, I want to say you get 3 points for that, which is, not huge. It's not Not a great deal, but it's something. Oh, come on, man. Wow. Oh, it actually gave me a different message. I just realized it gave me a different message than last time. It said you'll have to be quicker on the draw than that. Last time it gave me a different message, but this time I did press shoot, but I guess I was too slow. Okay, let's do this. Let's just make the game fast and just save scum it, because I think actually I think I'll need to go back anyway. I'll need to go back because I think I forgot to do something. So let's just. Can we get past this thing? I mean, can we maybe just like walk past it without it touching us? Its movements are kind of unpredictable, so I'm questioning that. But well, didn't work that time anyway. I think the game's doing this deliberately. Like normally, it's just chance whether you encounter an enemy on the next screen, but I think now it's set to always have an enemy here. Ah, this stupid droid. Is it actually always? Oh, now it doesn't. I was just about to try loading the game again, but now it doesn't have anybody here. So, okay, let's save here again as Lost Helmet. You're toast. Yeah, I don't think you have time here. Hold on. Let me slow down the system again. Make it super slow, 1 megahertz. And I'm going to try this again, but I don't think you have time here to shoot. And I think that's deliberate. I think they deliberately made it so that you have to try an alternate solution. Because, I mean, what I'm trying to do, obviously, is trying to shoot this guy. I'm trying to see if I can just walk in and shoot this guy. But he's waiting for us. He's on guard. And so I'm pretty sure you do not have time to shoot him before he reacts to your presence. I'm going to try this once more. Oh, man, this is so slow. Okay, let's do this. Let's walk in, and as soon as the screen starts redrawing, I'm going to just press Shift F6, or not F6, Shift 6. Shift 6 like crazy. And we'll see if that does anything, but I think it's hopeless. I think we need an alternate plan here. I just want to see what it does. Yeah, you know what? I actually heard the sound effect before the screen finished redrawing. So yeah, it is. Jeez, Roger Wilco, go take some marksmanship courses and come back and give it another try in a couple of months, okay? Yeah, but I think the game is programmed to always have him shoot you before you even have a chance to shoot him. So yeah, you can't just do what I'm doing. I just wanted to see what happens, but okay. So what do you do instead? Well, it's probably not that difficult to figure out. We got those gas grenades, right? So let's go ahead and let's go back to got grenade. So what you do is come out here and drop the grenade. The grenade drops to the floor, releasing its poisonous gas on the unsuspecting alien. Good shot, Roger Wilco. Okay. Let me actually just show you what happens if you do it, if you miss. Drop grenade. The bomb has fallen to the floor where it has exploded harmlessly. The guard is so intent on guarding the star generator he doesn't even blink an eye. Okay. I think if you do that a second time, he will notice the sound and kill you. Because yeah, you can get the grenade a second. You can get the other grenade. So let's just go ahead and do this. So let's just go ahead and do the whole thing, because we want to get the other grenade because you get another point for it. Even if you don't have to, get the grenade, but you will get a point for it. So let's do the whole points thing. So yeah, so we'll drop the grenade on the guy here. All right, good shot. And we'll repeat this again. Yes, you supply your ID card, so let's go ahead and give him the ID card. All right, he says, I'll retrieve your weapon. And while he's going, quickly get grenade. Taken. There we go. We got the other grenade. Sorry, markers indicate that a weapon has already been signed out in your name. Yeah, so you can't get a second weapon, but while he's gone, you can't get the second grenade. So that's that. All right. Let's go ahead and actually save the game here. Second grenade. And you know what I'd like to do, actually? Let's do this. Let's be cheap. Let's be very cheap about this, because I think you get points for shooting a Sarian even if he's not shooting back. Let's just make sure that that's true. I don't see any Sarians here now. Is that just... do they not show up here? That droid shows up here, but I cannot shoot that. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm going to try it. Shift 6. That's interesting. I only got 1 point for it. Actually, did you see what happened? It looks like I lost 2 points and then got 3 points. I think what's supposed to happen... Okay, that's interesting. What's supposed to happen is that you get 3 points for shooting the Sarian. But it looks like if you shoot them while you're still disguised wearing the helmet, you lose 2 points first, and then you get 3 points. So so you have a net 1 point, but actually that's not really what we're going for. We want maximum points. So, okay, so you really have to, you do have to actually, you can't be a coward and just shoot them in cold blood when they're not shooting at you. You have to actually wait until your helmet falls off. All right. All right. All right, that's not ideal, but I guess I can live with that. I mean, I guess I'll have to. I guess I don't have much choice, do I? So let's try this again. Lost helmet. Replace. All right, I'm gonna... Hey, check that out. I was just pressing Shift 6 like crazy as soon as I got onto the screen. So, okay, I guess that was the... I actually didn't even see how many points we got. How many points did we get? Hold on, let me save again. Lost helmet. And I'll go back to, what was the last game that I saved? I think it was Second Grenade, right? Yeah, so I got 3 points. Okay, so yeah, to get the full 3 points, you do have to shoot the guard after you've lost your helmet. Otherwise, it'll penalize you 2 points for shooting a guard while you're still wearing your helmet. So, okay. All right, that's fine. So now we're back here. Okay, so the guard's dead, but what do we do about it? And we still can't really do much with the... There's a control panel of some sort. The control panel? The force field which surrounds the Star Generator prevents you from getting any closer. How would we turn off that force field? Well, it's almost the end of the game. Let's do the same thing we did at the beginning of the game and search this guy's body. I can't do it from here. I'm standing right next to him. You seem to have found a remote control device of some sort. It has only one button labeled on-off. Okay. Push the button. Suddenly, the force field protecting the Star Generator disappears. Oh boy. Okay. I guess that was the solution. All right, let's look at the control panel here. How does this work? Can I click with the mouse? I can click with the mouse, but it doesn't actually, it makes the arrow move around, but okay, I can use the arrow keys to move the arrow around, or I can use the mouse arrow to move the arrow around, but clicking the mouse doesn't actually click the button. You have to actually press Shift 6 to select a key. Okay, well, here we are. I guess it's time to put in a code. And you know what? I am just realizing I didn't write down the code. Okay, that's fine. I'll save as need code. And let's go back. Where did we have the opportunity to see the code? Didn't I save a game called Skimmer when we first got the... Yeah. when we were down here. Okay, so let's check this again. Put cartridge in slot. Okay. Slash Vohall told us, or, well, he didn't tell us directly, but he did mention the code somewhere in... Here it is. 6858. Okay. 6858, you say. Let's try it out. So, 6, Shift 6. Oh, it doesn't even show it. 6858. Enter. Detonation cycle has begun. Detonation cycle has begun. Okay. The star generator has come alive. The heat that this thing is starting to generate tells you that it's time to blow this taco stand. All right. Blow taco stand. Let me just quickly check and make sure I didn't miss anything. I do have a walkthrough in front of me. I just want to make sure that I'm pretty sure that I did everything, but just to be sure that I didn't miss something interesting. I mean, there's not much to miss, honestly. There's really not a lot to miss here. The Deltar is pretty straightforward. But, yeah, that's it. There's nothing left to do but blow this taco stand. So let's do that. Oh. I need to... I still need to consider that I may get shot. Okay, so I'll just press Shift F6 like crazy when the screen changes. There we go. All right, I'll need to take this elevator down. I'll save again as elevator. There's that security droid again. I think now, yeah, this elevator, which was previously out of order, is no longer out of order. It's conveniently working now. All right, what's this room that we're in here? You're in the shuttle launch bay aboard the Sarian ship. Okay, hey, it looks like it's time for the... Whoops. Gee whiz, Roger Wilco, you could actually be a hero if you weren't so clumsy. Wise up. Is that like a... Hold on. This thing here, like this... crack, or not a crack, but like this gap here. This is where this escape pod is sitting. So I thought it was like a train track or something. Like, I mean, you could fall into it. Like, I mean, yeah, you can fall into train tracks, but it's not like an infinite drop. It's a drop of maybe like a meter, which is like, 2 or 3 feet. That's about it. It's not like a drop into space or a drop into the abyss. Or is that just open space down here? Maybe it is. All right. Well, let's try this again. Oh, I just missed that guy. Just missed that Sarian there. That was lucky. All right. Escape bay. All right, let's see if we can get into this escape pod without dying. Look at the pod. The ship is a one-man transport vessel. Okay, get into pod. You swiftly slip into the sleek ship. Try to say that 3 times fast. I will not try to say it 3 times fast. I said once fast enough, in my opinion. I think that was fast enough for myself, at least. You may try to say it 3 times fast if you wish. All right. You frantically search the control console for the launch button. Aha, there it is. All right, push launch. The Deltar has been blown to tiny fragments by the force of the star generator's blast. You have saved the lives of millions of your people, not to mention the lives of those in other systems. Don't get a big head. Congratulations, Roger Wilco. You've rid the universe of the evil Sarians and saved your people from certain doom. The star generator technology is safe inside the data cartridge. Oh yeah, if you had forgotten to take the data cartridge back out of that slot where we used it in the Kironian's underground laboratory, I think the game ends a little bit differently. Like you can still get this far, but they'll say something like, "Oh, it's too bad we didn't have the star generator technology." So for the good ending, for the fully 100% satisfying ending, like I said, make sure to get the data cartridge back, because otherwise I think it says something different here. Now a new star generator can be built and carry out its original task. You're an all-around hero. You've made it home safely aboard the stolen Sarian craft where you've encountered a cheering Xenon crowd. They've gathered together for a ceremony in your honor. The ceremony is already in progress. Why did they start the ceremony before we got here? That seems a little rude. They shouldn't have started without us. Oh, and the robot's following us. Applause. As a token of appreciation, you are presented with a golden mop. Oh, that wasn't a quote, that was just a... Okay. You're presented with a golden mop. Thank you, Roger Wilco, for cleaning up our galaxy, says the Xenon leader. Once a janitor, always a janitor. The end. Thank you for playing Space Quest. Watch for Space Quest 2. Thank you. Scott Murphy. Mark Crow. Saul Ackerman. Ken Williams. Jeff Stevenson. Chris Iden. Sierra Online Incorporated. The Sarian Fleet. The entire human race. Roger Wilco, Galactic Warrior. He's not a warrior, he's a janitor. Okay, and that's it. That was Space Quest. And yeah, the game just loops on this forever. It loops the music and those credits at the bottom forever. By the way, I don't know if I ever mentioned... I don't think I mentioned... I think this music is supposed to be a parody of the Star Wars theme. I don't really see the similarity, to be honest. I remember when I was a kid, I was actually once humming this theme to myself. I actually hummed the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And my mother thought I was humming the theme music to Airwolf. Some of you may remember that TV show, Airwolf, about a helicopter. It was like some action TV series about a helicopter back in the 80s. And my mother thought I was humming the theme music to Airwolf. But no, it was the theme music to Space Quest, which has some similarity, I guess, at least in the first few notes. But yeah. Not much more to say about this game, honestly. Can I, let's see, what happens if I quit? Yeah. I mean, on DOS, of course, there's DOS, there's the command line, you can type commands, but Apple computers didn't really have... Well, I mean, they had the basic prompt, though. I mean, it could take us out to the basic prompt, but it doesn't. It gives you this, anyway. It kind of gives you this option to start another program, but there's no... It doesn't take you out to the basic command line prompt, as it were. But anyway, that was the original Space Quest, the Sarian Encounter. Thanks for watching, everyone. I don't want to bad talk this game too much, particularly because I've already done so in previous episodes of this Let's Play. And honestly, you know, it's not a bad game. Don't get me wrong. I don't dislike the game. It's not a bad game. But playing it now again, after all these years, I do feel like it's just a bit underwhelming. Like I said before, it was basically a test. Sierra was already well known for King's Quest, and they wanted to see if there was, you know, if there was a good market for like a science fiction adventure like this. And so this was more like Sierra testing the waters. And they did, you know, they didn't do a bad job with it, but the game is very simple. And I was actually thinking about it just yesterday, and I think one of the big things that's missing from this game is a sense of exploration. There's not really a lot to explore in this adventure. You know, the game is basically divided into 4 segments. You've got the Arcada, which is the first, you know, escape sequence. You've got the, you know, Coronian Desert, which is where you're, you know, walking around these cliffs with a spider droid. And then there's Yulan's Flats, and then there's the Deltar end scenario, and that's it. That's the whole game, pretty much. And none of those really, they're all a little bit enclosed, like they're all pretty closed settings. There's not really, it doesn't have the exploration of like King's Quest. King's Quest is an open world. You can walk anywhere in the whole landscape and just walk around, and that gives you a real sense of exploration. This is a very linear game, and it doesn't have, you know, a big landscape to explore. I think that's one of the things that that I kind of miss compared to other Space Quest games, because other Space Quest games have more, you know, slightly more expansive environments that you can walk around as compared to this. So, and yeah, I do feel like they, you know, this was, again, like this was really just like a pilot project. It was them testing the waters to see if there would be a market for this kind of game. And when this game was successful, because of course Space Quest was a very successful series, then Sierra said, okay, hey, this is actually a big hit. Let's take it seriously now, and let's, you know, do better on the next games. And they did. So I think the subsequent Space Quest games are better than this one, because I feel like Sierra took them a little bit more seriously. And once again, that doesn't mean this is a bad game, not by any means. It's just more like it was something done as a demo or as a test, as a pilot, rather than as a serious project. So I usually don't like the VGA point-and-click remakes of old Sierra games, but this one is an exception. I actually realized that this is one exception where I actually prefer the VGA remake. So I will play that later. I don't know. I haven't decided yet what I want to do. I'll probably take a break from making videos for a while, but I do definitely want to play the VGA remake at some point in time. But I don't know if that will be the very next game I play, or if I'll play something else in between. I don't know. I'll think about it and kind of decide later. But I'll probably take a break for a bit. But anyway, yeah. Again, this has been Space Quest. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed, and take care. I will talk to you all later. Until then, be well. And I'll see you in the Chrono stream as always. Bye-bye for now.